My name is Jared. I've been a part of the program now for 7 years and 2 months, since January 2011.
My name is Randy. I've been a part of the Summit Assistance Dogs program for pretty close to 2 years now. What drew me to be a part of the Summit program was I wanted to be a part of teaching these dogs new tricks, but I realized after being a part of it that these dogs were actually teaching me things. I wasn't teaching them. They were teaching me real life skills, increasing my human capital, allowing me to have a greater sense of empathy for people who receive the dogs, but also for the dogs. Some tangible skills that I've gained from the program are responsibility. I'm responsible for this dog that depends on me.
So by being in the program, I learned how to actually express myself without someone else feeling like I'm doing it in a negative way. And that was my biggest challenge. Sometimes you need to take a deep breath and reset before you talk to someone or express yourself or take a few minutes. And sometimes the dog needs a few minutes.
Before I got involved with Summit, I was pretty much alone in prison. I didn't have anyone to really care for besides myself. And so my thinking was that I came to prison alone, I'm gonna leave alone. But, you know, with these dogs, I'm not alone anymore. I have that companion that I can strip down all the armor, all of the things that I put on, and I become vulnerable to feel, to experience joy and love for this dog. That's powerful. You're basically a boy and his dog again. You're able to feel and to relate. It takes me back to that place.
Just having a dog in the house and feeling more human. And I used to carry a lot of guilt around with me for what I did and why I'm in prison. It helps us inmates like you would not believe. I've seen guys come into prison, tough guys, as soon as they're petting the dog, you see their smile on their face, and they could be a 6 foot, 300 pounds, and you see the smile on his face and how he's no longer that tough guy when you first met him. I've seen people change drastically, and it's wonderful. Be in the program and give back and not be that person I was 14 years ago is, I don't know, it changed my life. Being able to work with dogs and help others is something I didn't think we would have in prison. This program, it's the most productive program that I've ever been able to be a part of.
It's an opportunity for me to give back to society, to give back to the community. As a person who's been incarcerated for 14 years, I look for opportunities to help. That's one thing that has actually surprised me. It instills life skills in me that I'm going to use on the outside. To be compassionate, to show empathy, and to practice those things, because those things go dormant for us in prison. We have this machismo, this bravado, these things that are useless on the outside. And so that's what I value about the program. When I'm with these dogs, all that armor and all that stuff goes down. My shield, my helmet, my sword, it's all down, and I'm vulnerable to feel things. So that changes you. Out of my 14 years of incarceration, there's no other program that has been able to really bridge the gap between myself, a prisoner and a dog handler, and the greater community, the recipients who get these dogs. We share things in common. We feel the same emotions. And I realized this when I attended a graduation. I met someone who felt the same exact thing on the outside. She spoke as a guest speaker. I heard her say that before she received a dog, she was very sad, very depressed, very alone. And it gets me every time. And I felt those things from being locked up. And so the common denominator between us is the dogs, that love that we have for the dogs. And so we no longer feel alone. And that was her thing. When she got a dog, she didn't feel alone anymore. She had empowerment. She had joy. And that's what I feel.